Welcome to another Pitchside, ladies and gentlemen. My gents.
Pitchside
Podcast.
Hello.
Dumelang. How are you guys? Sugar?
Modise mfana kampopo mboss. Boss me.
So gents, we saw the game against Magesi, and it was the first time Sundowns meeting Magesi in the Premier League fixture, and going away again to a pitch that Sundowns lost to another Polokwane side earlier into the season. What's your feeling as a person that watched the game?
A difficult pitch to play in.
Yeah.
Small, and the way we like to play, it's not quite easy in a smaller pitch because we like to move the ball around and we need that space. But for me, scary game.
Yeah.
I was scared in terms of not being playing in a field that, because I've played there and I know how difficult it is to play in that. So just because of the field, not necessarily the play, but the field can always play against you, especially if you expect to move the ball around and get total dominance, and you don't have that space. It gives the opponents that extra advantage of being closer to you. So I just don't like playing in that small stadium. I've got a bad memory.
Small stadium is something else. The bumpy pitch.
The bumpy pitch,
That's when the difficulties.
Because letting up personally, I wouldn't mind playing in a smaller pitch, but the surface at least a little bit.
Mill Park was a smaller pitch, but the surface was good.
Yeah.
So anything that you want to do in Loftus, you can easily do it in Mill Park. But in Polokwane, for me, I think it was a pitch that was marking us in terms of how we wanted to do other things. But I must put my head on the block on this one after the performance here at Polokwane or my boys, but win a league.
Yeah.
And I say this because when you play a difficult match like that, where it's not
Favorable.
a match, it's an emotional battle between you and how you used to do things. Once you win that battle, you stand a chance of winning the league. And I say the league deliberately because that was a difficult match.
Yeah.
The pitch is not playable. You concede early. You have to play out of your structure and your pattern and your formation and how you plan the match. And now you have to chase this match. And how you chase it, there's certain things that you have to compromise. And is to maybe bypass the midfielder at times with the goal that Ribeiro scored. We have never seen that in Sundowns in a long time. The last time we saw that it was when Mauricio is here. So that tells you that it's a team that reacted to that because they didn't want to lose the match. That match wasn't a nice match to play in. He just touched on the reminders of being in that field where people will think you have to win that match. But knowing very well about that, certain things that a bad touch can change the way the other movement has to happen. And you can tell that the first goal, when we considered that goal, it was a combination of so many things. First, we would say close the crosser or the somebody on the ball, especially wide. But when you look at the movement, it's because Tapelo was caught coming inside to try and compensate in the midfield because we needed that extra man in the midfield. The ball, the pitch is bumpy. You need the distance to be smaller. But then when you lose it, then you naked at the back because then it forces young Kos out.
To step out of his natural position.
And
by then it's late.
It's late and the distance is bigger for him to go and close the man outside.
You said something about emotions, and I agree because especially when you consider it, you could see the drive and the hunger from the boys that they had flashbacks of what happened previously with the same team, and they did not want that to. That's why you say they started to play. Now they have to find solutions of how we cannot repeat what we've been through. They can't lose to the same team 2 times. They cannot find themselves in a position whereby they were not happy. And I agree with the emotional battle that the players had was definitely not an easy one.
But also just also to conquer what Skip was saying, you speak about sometimes such games, it forces you to compromise. And then as a team or as a player, you choose which one to compromise, right? Because then you want to play fluid football, but it doesn't allow you to.
Yeah.
Right? So now you end up compromising the play, but you're prioritizing the results first.
Yeah.
And being honest, it was one of those scary matches Linda for watching, because then you concede, injuries happening, people are getting used to wasting substitution, forced substitution based on injuries, right? So that changes the structure as well. And now you're like, oh, here we go again. 1-0 down, right? And even after the 1-0, we started also making silly mistakes that nearly cost us for them to score 2. And now you start questioning yourself, okay, Sharp, which game have we had in the league that required us to step out of our comfort zone and play the way we're supposed to play? We haven't. Of course, we faced those type of games in the cup competition, but not in the league. And when you speak about that game, is the game that actually you're saying Machitalo win a league. I really, really agree with you, because you need this type of games. Because those are type of points that when you sit back and like, those 3 points are so important, they're so crucial. And also the game itself has taught us so much, that has reminded us that even though the pitch wasn't playable, but we were able to adjust.
And get the result.
Because footballers need to adjust. You need to be able to adjust to the game. Because you can plan. You let our tactics, this was do it, but when you get to the game, when it doesn't work, what do you do?
Different thing.
You understand? And you as a captain, now you've been in such situations so many times. Now you see players falling because of injuries, you 1-0 down. Then you go into halftime, then what do you say to the gents? Just to try and find as to then, or maybe to remind them as to then what happened. As a captain in the team, that time, what would you say to Machita?
Well, it will be something that you really need to sell it to the players, that they need to look at the bigger picture. And I always say, when you're in a Mamelodi Sundowns team, you're in a team that has a mentality of winning. So whoever put in the jersey has the responsibility to make sure that the performance should make sure that I put the team into that space. So when you go there, of course, you see a lot of injuries, a lot of changes of structure. Then the reminder should say, boys, you know that we're here to win. And for us to win, we have to make sure that we play our roles well. And when I look at that match, and I deliberately said we're winning the league, because I saw a lot of characters. People were angry. I saw Dennis pushing the young Vandala, and I was like, okay, that's something that I was missing to see from my team. And we're not saying people must be stupid and decide to punish people and get red cards, but you need to see a reaction into how they are not happy with certain things. And I'm sure the frustration there was, this pitch is not giving us what we want.
The pitch,
And when you see that frustration, it means the players, they know what they're capable of doing. And they know that for them to get results here, they have to double up their effort. And you could tell there. And I didn't have to look at how will the score end up. But I knew then that if we get one here,
it changes the whole complexion of the game.
Because I could tell the moments that we were playing in their half, and not only in playing their half, hitting them behind where they don't want to go. And when you see those runs, and when you play 8, when you break the line going to the corner flag, it's not nice to go there and not get the ball. But I was happy to see players doing that for the sake of opening up
the spaces.
And that for me is a team that I would say they know what they are about, and they know whether they have to do that to win the league. And after that match, I'm sure they'll look back and be proud of their efforts and say, no, we did the job there in Polokwane, because other matches won't be as difficult.
It won't be.
So anticipate to go to Danny Craven maybe to have the same.
You know those ones.
But after that, the fields are always good in South Africa. And I'd love to believe that my boys took so many lessons, like you said, in Polokwane, because that will be the turning point of this season.
And let's talk about what the moment that changed everything. How are you, my brother?
I respect my job. I'm working.
The black one from the sky.
You're forcing me to sit.
No, man, we are wearing the same badge.
You just want to be on camera. You on TV the other day.
I love camera. I love being on TV, man. That's why I left you behind to be on TV.
How are you, Captain?
You gentlemen.
You good?
You're analyzing this thing.
Yeah, I was
breaking it down.
My brother, you look handsome when you're angry. Eh? You must be angry a lot.
Hey.
Shiwalata.
Hey, Dennis.
It's defeat.
Like you never know this guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's coming back to the question, my chance. As to then, let's talk about the moment that actually now that brought us up, brought us back into the game, because you could see the game is coming. Babator Tolaga breaking a few breaks, but we were able to counter press, foul there, stop, delay the game a little bit. But then wabona man Goliath. And then Ribeiro udlala beach football.
Maybe it's a baby to Yeah, no.
Because it's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
But also like you need to understand, or people sometimes don't understand the importance of instincts.
Yeah.
So when you do something, over and over and over again, even if you don't do it in a certain period, the day there's muscle memory. You understand? So now you could see because even if when he volleyed it, so I was able to watch it again and watch it again. He didn't use power because he used power, it lifts.
Yeah,
we connected the field.
Yeah.
And I changed the direction. It felt.
And
And I told him it's difficult.
remember Lela, tapping.
Whether it goes back to what I remember Ali used to say to you, when you're closer to the goals and you want to make that pass, and you'll shout, "Do it!"
Yeah.
That "do it" is what you're speaking about. The instinct.
Yeah.
Your first thinking is, I want to play it.
Yeah.
But then when you look at the distance from where you were, you'll be like, maybe they will cut it.
Maybe they'll cut it, yeah.
But people who always plays with the instincts will say, I'll rather play it.
Yeah.
Let them cut it.
Yeah.
But what are the chances?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you look at Ribeiro, he was angry to score that goal. You can tell that there were a lot of frustrations from him and the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Because certain moments they were not happening because of the pitch, like we said. The movements when he wants to dribble, everybody's here in front of him, and they've got somebody. And I did mention that because you're playing against Owen Dagama team,
one viewer.
somebody's following you everywhere.
Yeah.
That really irritates you a lot, and that's why when he beat somebody,
there's always somebody else.
In a normal match, he's
free.
expecting to be free.
Yeah.
That's why he loses the ball, waiting to look at the pass. And that frustrated him. To say, no, I'm not happy with this match. I just want this match to end. But it can't end like this because we have to win it.
Yeah.
But that finishing, it goes back to the finishing that he finished in against Supersport.
Yes.
And I still say that goal was difficult.
The most difficult one than the one I scored in now. Yes.
I really watched it, like you said. You watch it over and over, and you see the elements starting from Grant with the delivery coming to Sales, bringing it down. Even him, you could see he had to stretch a little bit to just touch it, and it fell just at the right place. For the right guy who's got technique, and you could see even after the ball went into the net, he was not even he was get the ball, let's go back and let's get another one, because in the mind we can win this game
because they know they beat us.
Yes.
For me, I was happy to see the reaction with this more than anything, and I was like, this is the team that should win this league. Without a doubt. And for them not to win this
number
league.
10 ufana uchinje it.
Kani number 10 is Jamudi.
What's Brazil?
There's okay, Narvat Bakal. So the certain numbers in football that they're significant. Not everybody can wear them.
Okay.
They're supposed to be given. You can't take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it must be given to you based on the position that you play, the influence that you have, and all this other element, the talent as well. So number 10 comes with the. If I'm not a captain, number 10 becomes an influential player in the team. The person that influences the results, whether positive or negative. Right? And so also like even back then where number 10 position was such an important, because not everybody could play that.
Yeah.
And number 10 will be chosen by the level of intelligence that you have on the pitch, how you understand the game.
Yeah.
You look at people that plays in that position that are good. We check out how they understand the game. They understand
Crazy.
the game better than anybody because they
Crazy.
see 5 movements ahead
of
before anybody else hits. So it comes with a bigger responsibility. It's unfortunate, Hore, it's slowly dying as an important number.
Yeah.
But it'll forever be an important number. You know,
to people who understand the game.
They're in the game.
Football people.
Especially in a big team, you can't just wear the game. It needs to be given to you. You understand? So coming back to that, Buffett, like we in the beginning of the season, we saw there was a lot of changes. You know, people given opportunity to play. Mamelodi Sundowns, you forever have an opportunity. And I think we know the tagline, Mamelodi Sundowns, we win with or without you, right? And with that said, which means everybody that steps onto the pitch is good enough to win us games.
Yeah.
Now you see now Peter now has been back, you know, back-to-back goals, very, very important. Now becomes such an influential player. He gets back to the person that he was, that is the person that he's supposed to, because all footballers wants to be on the pitch, right? And he scores a goal that was not offside, but it became offside.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that propelled the momentum to get the second one. You understand?
It helps Modise for a team to be always in the opposition box.
Yeah.
It gives other people hope to say we can score. And if you don't create such moments, and I always say big team forces issues, even though they won't have a moment to say, okay, there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
But you force that opportunity to happen.
Yeah.
And I did mention in the beginning that there's players who were willing to sacrifice themselves to go into their spaces, to say, let me drag the line. Let me push the line to react to my run. And that as a result, it puts us in a position to dictate how we wanted to be in the last line of defense. Defenders don't want to defend 4 action in a row.
Yeah.
And Sundowns in that match made Magesi team to defend it like that. And once you defend like that, it means you're gonna concede.
Yeah, you're bound to make a mistake.
You're bound to make a mistake.
Yeah.
That goal that Peter scored, it was an offside.
Yeah, it was not an offside. Yeah.
But it was a repetition of more
movements like
in the
that.
box.
Yeah.
And it was coming. So somebody who watching football will be like, it has been coming.
And
you'd see that.
And Hlompo, you know, it's you know, I'm never a person to bash the referees. I understand that the pressure and that comes with, and the fortunate part in this regard is we're able to win the game, and we know the team also that dwell on negativity, right? So 3 points, extending the lead. Now we have another game, and Sugar, you also played Hlompo. You also played such games from both sides, being in a big team facing in so-called unknown teams, and also being in a smaller team going to play big teams. So now, how now do we approach this game?
This game, Modise, it's you just said that in Mamelodi Sundowns there's forever an opportunity, and anybody who's given a chance shouldn't treat it like a small game, because it's a game that can change your life. It's a game that can bring you back into the system. If you haven't been playing for a while and you are given a chance, don't see it like it's a small team or they're giving me this kind of a game. No, I'm supposed to be playing a big game. No, play this one first and dominate in this one. Become man of the match. You'll definitely be in the next squad. So this kind of a game is
forcing your way into the team.
You force yourself into the team because your performance, it shows your professionalism, because you're not caring about whether the opponents are known or not. You are worried about your game, and you want to fit into the system of the club. So this kind of a game is approached as if you are playing a cup final. I always did that when I was given a chance to. That's how I started playing with games like this, where nobody wants to play this kind of a game. You feel like, why are they putting me? I want to be playing with Modise and Keke. Now both of them, they may not be there, and then it's me who must. That's where I must play, so that even if I don't make the lineup for the next game, I'm on the bench with the same people that you want to play with. So this game is approached in a sense of all out. It's like a lifeline. It's like you've got your contract on the table. It's either you sign it or you don't.
I agree.
Skipper, and also just to emphasize, Sugar, as well, Ori, we don't have any trophy as yet this season.
Great.
It's a scary thought. I don't remember a season that Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't go to the podium and lift the trophy.
Yeah.
As things stands,
We don't have the trophy.
we don't have a trophy. The importance now of this tournament.
Yeah. It is very, very important, Modise. It goes back to the players and obviously the technical team to know that and to be reminded of that, because that's a fact.
Yeah.
But I always say, for you to have the trophy on the table, you need so many things. Performances is one of the things that you need to make sure that you put in every match. Goes back to what he said. There's no smaller team, because the picture is we want to see ourselves on that podium.
Yeah.
So whoever comes our way, we don't care who is that.
Yeah.
Because our mandate or our focus is that podium.
Yeah.
So it is so important from this coming match for the Mamelodi Sundowns, because we don't say the individuals who are not playing or whoever is coming to play. For Mamelodi Sundowns to start with this match, and if you gonna win this match with the same level of professionalism,
guys.
professionalism.
That's all.
I've never questioned that, to be honest. Let's be honest with this team. But if we win that with the level of professionalism from the first whistle, you'll see the team going all the way to the final.
Yeah.
And the final, that's where we want to be. And we know what happened last season in the same finals.
Yeah.
And that I'm sure my boys after that match, they wish it was just a challenge. We want a rematch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I believe, and I still believe, that's my opinion. If we played that match 10 times, we will win that match nine times.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
The professionalism is I really agree, because we don't have a record of not being professional against smaller teams.
Yeah.
Teams that are maybe over
Hey,
lower.
power lines.
Power lines. I'm going
shoot.
there. Or what? You
I've got a
must
goalie
feel-
conference a career.
a career high until today is a record hold. Until today.
Hey guys,
shooting that's the mentality. Hey, until today, you still remember that team was professional enough to understand that it's not a small game. So like we say about the professionalism of the game, you go to such a game understanding that it's a game of your life.
Yeah.
You don't treat it as a game that is. We played power lines, like we said, that people scored goals until today. It's still something that is remembered. That the team was 100% professional.
Yeah.
It was professional to a level whereby until today people
and we
still
went on
talk
to go
about
to
it.
the final, ne?
We won, yes.
Yeah. Remember, we lost to SuperSport in the final. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And also like the importance of the younger ones in the team. We've seen Koza is slowly becoming a solid and important player in 2 years, you know. I can't wait to see him grow and becoming better and better, and also to taste the success, to be on the podium, to show this is what I worked for throughout the season. And it's important for them to go to the final and actually win, also for the new coach as well. So there's a lot of importance in terms of winning, not just winning this game, also like going all the way and actually going to the final and actually winning it, because like we said, we lost 2 trophies, and that's not something that we're so used to. It's something that we don't want to talk about, because it pisses us off, because we want to be in the finals and actually win it. Of course, you're not going to the final being given to you. You have to fight for it and to be able to earn it. And now you can see also the standard of football, it has increased. You know, there's more quality teams, more quality players. Players are getting better, and that's why you see all this top 3 teams are participating in African continental football. And for now, I think it's that game, the previous game, this game, they're more or less going to be the same. It's just that is then how then do you balance the emotions, and because then you're playing against players that you don't know much of. Then how then do your intelligence in terms of that, you managing that, and this also like games like this, I played as I played in a smaller team when I was playing for City Pillars, going to play against Kaizer Chiefs. That's the game that changed my life. So you're right, you go to games or so. It might change your life whether you're playing for a big team or a smaller team. So it is a game of importance because the players that you're going to play against, the team that you're going to play against, it's a display of their talent. So they need to show their talent. Right?
Yeah.
So
get
your opportunity.
When I always say that, and he knows. I used to, I don't know whether I should use the word. I used to never be happy when we play the smaller team.
Yeah.
And my job on the day will be easily looking at the players that I know they're smart and talented. Once you tap into those, you know you're gonna win the match. You know why? Because the talented ones tend to
take it easy.
So make sure those talented ones they're angry going to this match. They wanna show that they're good. But this is a match where it tests you as a player, how matured you are.
Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid.
But this is a match that tests you the level of maturity as a player. Once you go to this match, we want to see how matured you are. Are you a national player? Are you the team that plays in the continental football? Are you?
What level are you?
What level are you as a player?
As a player.
Are you that player who do stupid things and start doing stepovers? Or are you that player that will make sure that we score goals and we give other players
an opportunity to play?
You know what I mean? So those are the things that we will see. And judge you based on this match. It's not a match that it's not a match that we will judge based on the performance only.
No.
In the level of the maturity in the level of maturity as a player and how you handle the excitement. For me, it's a test. So once you look and overcome that, because certain things will be easier because the players you play against,
the level,
they are not on your level.
Yes.
But that will that will put you in a position or to expose certain elements that we've never seen about you. So once you contain your emotions, once you know how to deal with the excitement, once you know how to deal with when the match is easier, you will see the quality will win the match. You will see that going from this match, you'll go all the way to the final because there will be matches that you win 5-0 in the Premier League. And you and I knows when it's 3-0.
Give the other guy a chance.
And every player wants to be on the ball because it's easy.
Because now it's easy,
It's easy. And
everybody gets star when the team is winning.
So this is the match that I said.
When it's tough.
Because
such team, people are hiding.
So now, my team is going to this match.
Free.
You're right, but this match is a match that my boys knows very well that they don't want to have experience or the same feeling they had when they lost to Magesi.
That's a
feeling that you don't want to have as a footballer, and I don't wish.
And no, but also the things like I know the culture of the team. All of us, we're sitting here, we know the culture of the team. And it starts from the top, right? From the top, it's humility. I know that, but also there's games that I know that in football there's no therefore. There's nobody deserving better than the other ones, right? But also, like I'm saying, other games that into more life and go into the pitch and make sure understand. That scar will never move until maybe next season. Also, like having trophies that we need to put on the table. So that this skipper, that you don't want to have that type of feeling, and it's a feeling that it was so painful. You could smell, you can even touch the tension that was there in the room. So you don't want to get there. So last message to the fans: attack. We're playing home.
Masandawana Artsolempele Stadium. Aratlazen Stadium. Kabuyelo 012 Pitori. Let's continue to support the boys, especially now because the team needs us the most. So we need to be there. Re sharpest gupuseo, re opelenge, utlomonate, and continue to celebrate together.
But I just want to thank them for always
being there.
I loved when I saw them against the team from Algeria the other day. When I look at the stand, I could tell that the Yellow Nation they're there to support the boys. And like Sugar said, this is the season where the team and these boys needs the supporters, their supporters more than ever.
Yeah.
But I think the message is clear. They heard the message and they heard Shimane Baba beats out to the stadium. I like that. No,
Buyelo ke ba rona birimaru buyelo ke ba
no but I bitsa
Pula wena wa dala we
birimaru since he started to go Pula every time.
wena bana
Ala Khabidis. Ke tla re za ke Pula ere ka tla re dile ka ka fela re tsoba.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. This is Masandawana. We are Pitchside podcast.
Pitchside
Podcast.
Masandawana forever.